Welcome back to EHCichlids. This week is the tank tour. I'm really excited for this one because it's obviously been a very long time since I've done my last, and I've added a lot of new tanks since we last did a tank tour. So without further ado, let's get right into it. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more new videos every week, and make sure to hit that bell icon as well so you'll know when I post videos. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so let's start from the smallest tanks and work our way up. I have an LED light that I'm going to be moving around because I shut the lights off to reduce as much glare as possible. So let's start here with I1. Right now this is holding some temporary fish. These are my Rebeskin's fry. They're really nice looking. They're probably about 1.5 inches or so. They're about sex size now, so I can start venting them and putting the sexes of them on my website, which is in the description below. They'd usually be in a 55 right now, but until I figure out which 55 I want to put them into, they're just kind of sitting here for now. Not much else about this tank, so let's move to the next one. Alright, moving over one tank, we are now in I7. There is a holding female in here, but you can't really see her right now. She's behind the filter. It's an Apache female. Oh, here she comes. She's a nice little female. You guys will see the male when we get to the 135 gallon. She's looking really healthy, and hopefully she spits soon. Alright, let's move to the next 10. Okay, now we're at I4. There's just a dragon blood female in here. Not really much else to see. So we'll just move past this tank. Okay, now we're at I6. And in here are a very interesting group of fish. These are the swallowtail fry. Raising about 9 of them. They're looking really nice and healthy. I've been feeding them baby brine shrimp, which has helped a lot. Let's see if I can get one. Nope, camera won't zoom. Yeah, I've been giving them baby brine shrimp, and they've been growing like wildfire. They've been eating like wolves, so they are really doing a good job. I hope to have them to full size very soon. So yeah, that's all with this tank. The only other tank is over here, but it's empty. So let's move over to the 20 gallons. Okay, this is R1. Now you may have noticed if you watch my videos from the spring, these tanks used to be labeled with B's, but now they are R's, because that is the main thing that I've done, is I've redone the way I breed my fish. So no longer do I isolate them in 20-gallon tanks anymore. So now they are basically doing what M1 used to do, and that is have rehab females after they hold. That's what the R stands for. In here there's a swallowtail female, which is the mother to the swallowtail fry on the other end of the table. And there's also another Apache female who did not go through with her hold. She will be moving out very shortly, probably right after I'm done filming this. So yeah, let's move over to the tank next door. Okay, we're now at R2. R1's right there. This tank has 2 very interesting fish. This one is an Ortis female that basically got sick about 2 weeks ago and basically lost mobility of her tail. As you can see there, her back is kind of hunched over. So yeah, she does not have use of her tail, so she's partially paralyzed. I'm still figuring out what to do with her, so for now she's sitting in here. This Insignis female actually has a slight facial deformity, so she's also in here. I'll probably never be able to use her for breeding because of that deformity, but I don't really know what else to do. So she's sitting in here for now. Yeah, you can really see her face is really messed up. I don't know what's going on with it. Like a bone didn't grow properly. Alright, so now we're going to move down to the 30s. Alright, so now we're down here at the 30 gallons, which are I3 and I2. I3 is empty at the moment, so we'll move right over to I2, which is basically purposing as a grow out tank for some of my breeder fish that aren't to size yet. So in here there's a Trewavasi female. I got 2 Rusties in here, both females as well. There's a yellowtail ACI female right there. If you can see him back there, there's an Ortis male, but the zooming is really blurry on this camera. There's also an Ortis female in the back, and some Lawanda females as well. That's really it for this tank. Just a couple fish growing out, nothing big there. So let's move on to the 55s. Alright, so with the 55s, we're going to go up with the numbers, so starting here with S1. Now the backdrop isn't fully on this tank. I'm very aware of that. I'm going to get a better background as the time comes, but for now, I just put, a backdrop on it. There's only 3 fish in here, just 2 Mangano males and an Ortis female. That's really it. This tank doesn't really have that many fish, so we'll move on to the next S tank. Alright, so this is S2. I used to start with this tank in all my previous videos, but I changed the format of how I film. Of course, this tank is empty at the moment. The Rebeskins will most likely be going in here. I'm just kind of prepping the tank right now, so it doesn't have anything in it. Alright, let's move on to the last one. Alright, so this is S3. This is actually one of the new tanks I've been setting up. This is on the very bottom of my tank table, on the lower shelf with where H1 usually sat, the hospital tank. All this tank has is a bunch of dragon blood fry in it, about 12 of them. You'll see the male in a bit. He's a stunning male, so these dragon blood fry are definitely probably going to carry out his genes. Haven't sexed them yet. They're coming to about sexing age, so I'm probably going to be able to start sexing them soon. Alright, with that out of the way, let's move on to the 4 community tanks. Alright, we'll start with the tank that has probably had the biggest overhaul. This is my 65-gallon Mbuna show tank. This actually used to be M1, but it has been repurposed and redone as an Mbuna tank. This is actually a new system I'm using, where basically I'm letting my fish breed in my show tanks now instead of separating them. So to make room for all the fish I had to create some more community tanks. The best way to do that was to separate my Mbunas from my peacocks and haps. So now you have all these Mbuna only tanks. Now that we're in the communities, I think I'll show off some of the fish. One of my show males here is my red zebra OB male. He is a gorgeous male. He's about 5.5 inches. I've had him for a very long time. And he has 2 other males in the tank and another female. There's one of the other males as well, right there. Here's my Jalo Reef Afra. He's a beautiful male. Only have 1 female for him though, which is kind of unfortunate. I definitely want to look into getting some more for him. There's my Trewavasi female. She's still kicking around. She's in this tank now. I have a little male for her right here. And he's gorgeous when he's in the mood. Right now he's just kind of bland, but usually he is a gorgeous blue and red. I'm really excited for what he turns out to be. Definitely one of the fish I'm most excited about in all my tanks for sure. Hopefully he pans out the way I hope he does. Other than that, a lot of red zebras. There's some Chipokai, Sinomabamba, Hongis. And then there's a rusty male in here. He's back there. I forgot about him. I gotta show him off. He's really neat. He's the male for my females over there in I3. So he's looking really good. Alright, let's move over to the next one. Alright, so we're moving over to the newest tank in the system, the 75-gallon. This is the second of my Mbuna show tanks. There's a lot of yellow in here. Basically, most of the fish in here are yellow labs. There's about, I believe, 5 of them. There's also some, let's see if I can get it over here, a Kwanga Gold female. The male's also in here. This is definitely one of my favorite mbunas right here, the Musobo Mugunga. I believe that's how you pronounce it. A beautiful blue, a two-tone blue, really gorgeous fish. Really like how he's turned out. My Daktari male, my 6-incher, he's in here as well. Doing great. Alright, let's move over to the 135. Alright, so here is the 135. Probably seen this tank before. This is the tank I like to do my sit-down videos in front of. So, yeah, so you've seen this before. Definitely one of my show males, though, I gotta show off, is my new Sunshine male. He is a gorgeous fish. Really bold yellow, really bold blue face. Just anything you can ask for in a Sunshine male, this guy has it. I'm really excited for my Sunshine females to start holding because I know that this male is going to provide me some great fry in the future. I also have my Chalo Whitebelly male. He's doing really well in here. He'll be in the 75 in a bit. There's still a couple straggler and Mbuna in here, like my Yellowtail ACI male. They'll be out of here soon. Other than that, there's a lot of OBs in here. I have some big living stone eye females over there. They're new. I don't believe I had them in the last video. My blue dolphin. My sulfurhead hap is still around. I got some dragon blood OBs. Here's a little Taiwan reef male. He's still young and growing out, but I'm really excited for him. I have some bicolors. I'm going to be getting a bicolor male soon. Let's see, Royal Blue male. I'm really excited about this guy. He is gorgeous. Just a stunning male. Really excited for what he can turn out to be, and I'm really hoping I can find females of him. I've struggled to find this fish around a lot, but what are you going to do? Here's my Apache male. He's the father of the fry, of that holding female in I-7. So there he is. He's a nice fish. He's mostly red. He usually has blue, but I haven't seen that blue in a while, so gonna hoping it comes back. Alright, so that appears to be everyone, so let's hop on up to the 150. Alright, so this is the 150 gallon. This is mostly a peacock and hap tank, although there's still a couple of mbunas left over that haven't been moved down to the 75 yet. Obviously I can't move them all at once. I have to do it slowly so the levels don't go all over the place. In the meantime, let's take a look at some of the fish in here. This here is my dragon blood male. This is the father to the dragon blood fry in the basement. As you can see, he is a beautiful color. On camera he looks more orange than he actually is. He's more of a pink. But as you can see, the beautiful white face, the blue, the very detailed fins. He is a gorgeous fish, and I'm really excited to have this guy, to be my main breeder male for my dragon bloods, because I know he will also give me very good fry, like my Sunshine. And if all else fails, I have a backup male. This is my other dragon blood. He's a little more on the orange spectrum. He's all orange with a little bit of black on his tail. Really beautiful fish. Although a weird little quirk about him is that his eyes are actually two different sizes. If you look at him from the front, that eye right there on the left looks a lot smaller than the one on the right. That isn't a disease. He was just born that way. I don't know why, but he has two different sized eyes. So yeah, got to deal with that. Here is my Insignis male. Beautiful breeder. He's given me a couple batches of fry in the past. Well, sadly, all those females died, so now there's a bunch of younger females. Hasn't bred with them yet. They still aren't a size. Let me see if I can find one of them. They usually like to hang near the top, so it's really hard to look out for. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of them right now, so If I find them, I'll bring them up. Oh, there you go. Right here. Here's one of the females. Pretty small. Not that big. Maybe all of 2 inches, maybe 2.5 at best. Still got a little bit of size on him to grow. There's another one, same size as well. This one's a fairly new fish. This is my tangerine tiger male. They're a species that are almost identical to Taiwan reefs, except they have a little bit more striping on them. This is a pretty big male, and he doesn't have any color. So I'm wondering if he is indeed a male. I might have to vent him just to check, and there's a lot of glare over there, so let's go over here. So I'll see what I can do. If not, I might have to get another male, because he's not exactly my best breeder. Here are actually 2 mbunas left over. They haven't been moved yet. One of them is my snowy white male. The other is my white top Afra male. He's a nice looking male. He's got some really bold black stripes. He's got a lot of black on his tail as well. He's a really good looking fish. He has a female too. He has 3 of them actually. Here's one of them. Also, again, same story with the size, also really small. Here is my red shoulder male. There's a smaller one too, but this is the main one. He's got a more orange stripe than red. So he's a really nice looking fish. He likes it down there on the bottom. He hasn't been too colored up lately, so I'm hoping he kind of gets together. Speaking of disappointments, here's my electric blue Ollie male. As you can see, he not very blue, and that's kind of been my problem with him. Hoping that I can get him blue for sure. But yeah, if you could take a look here at the female, doesn't really look too different from the male, so I'm kind of waiting on that male to get colored up. Let's see, there was one last fish I wanted to show off, and I can't find him. It's my swallowtail male. He's the father of the fry downstairs. It's a really nice looking fish, and I don't know where he went. Ah, here he is. He's got a little bit of color. He's fairly new to this tank, so he hasn't really colored up yet, but he's a really nice looking male. Really happy with how he's been turning out lately. Hopefully he grows out to be a little more colorful. I expect those fry, though, to have the utmost color. Alright, so I think that's about everybody of note. So I'll see you guys next week. We're going to be doing a top 10 video. I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite mbunas that I own. It's going to kind of be like a mini-series. I'm going to do it with peacocks and haps as well. So it'll be a really cool video. So if you want to look out for that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click that bell icon so you're notified when that comes out next week. Other than that, thank you for watching.